The place on Earth with the most happiness. Does it exist? Is it Fraser's Ridge or Disneyland? This difficult question was asked in Outlander, the second episode of Season 7. The response is apparent to me. It is present wherever Jamie Fraser is. However, I do not know about you. In any case, I was anticipating that the episode would pick up where Jamie and Richard Brown left off. But they didn't show anything about that throughout the episode. As a result, I assume that Brown's threat is over. However, it was odd that Jamie did not show his death. I hope he doesn't show up again. I want to finish the Richard Brown chapter and never return. Please, when it started, the episode jumped right into the story. The authors seemed to be attempting to wrap up the Malva Christie story as soon as possible. Alan Christie admitted to Claire everything for the first time this season. He had been sleeping with Malva for years, thinking he was in love with her. Sincerely, seeing a flashback in this scene surprised me. It was horrible to see Malva's face when Alan was sexually assaulting her. He was the one who convinced Malva that Jamie was the father of her child. Malva changed her mind about tricking Jamie when she said she didn't love her brother, and Alan killed her right away. I'd always thought Malva was a psychopath. However, in reality, she was a traumatized young girl who lacked direction. Claire intervened when this insane individual nearly took his own life. Young Ian had no justification to go on. However, he shot and killed Alan after hearing his confession. Good boy. After seeing them, Mrs. Bug assisted with his burial in the woods. But why do I think this will come up in the future? Let's move on. I'll say it again. Brianna giving birth was shown in episode 2 because the action moved so quickly. Soon after Alan's funeral, she gave birth to a daughter, whom they named Amanda. They were content for a while, but this is Outlander. It only lasts a short time. Claire noticed something odd about Amanda's health. She mentioned a severe heart condition, but I won't even try to name it. Because Claire is not a heart surgeon, she would not have been able to perform surgery on Amanda, the little girl. Consequently, the entire team decided that traveling to the future to receive treatment would be most beneficial for the Mackenzies. They needed gemstones to do that. They discovered a few in Wilmington, one of which came from an unlikely location. Her brother and Lord John Grey, who was in Wilmington with William Ransom, also known as Lieutenant Lord Ellis Murbree, had a bad first encounter. At least John and Jamie had a nice scene when William arrived, which was nice when I realized that William was excited to fight in the war but still thought Jamie was just a small person from his childhood. Lord John urged Jamie to join his son in the British Army. Notwithstanding, Jamie raised his promise, which expressed that he could never battle for the crown. Bree thought William should know, while James thought William didn't need to know his birth father. Sincerely, I am debating. Like Bray, I do think he has a right to know. However, a portion of me believes that he already has the ideal father. Lord John